consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay, let me see your face. You ready? Dear life and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information for our highest good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out to us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Release, release, release. Okay. So I'm just going to start by going over this little bit of energy, and just really taking my so physical, energetic healing on top. So if you're new to the community, welcome, 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 babies. This is your nightly self-care routine, or daily, or whatever. For all my new babies, you do whatever you need to do during this time of self-care. For all my returning babies, welcome, welcome, welcome back. Mama loves you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm just gonna work through this energy and invite you to open up your heart, open up your energy, open up your mind, your body, and your feelings. Let's just work through anything that comes up that needs some TLC. Let's just work through that. Moving that. Shifting that. Going through that energy. Okay, good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Beautiful. 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 Okay, moving that energy through here. Breathing in and out. Connecting with your highest self, your highest intention, and your highest energy. Just activating the hands as I work on you. You can just keep breathing in this moment. Breathing in and out, relaxing here. Okay. Good job. Okay. Okay. How are you feeling? What is coming up for you? Would you like some Reiki symbols in a moment to help you with balancing? Okay. Good job. Good job. Good job. So I'm just gonna work through this energy right here. Just breathe. Take 3 deep breaths. Exhaling and letting go. Breathing in here. Breathing in. Breathing in. Breathing in. And releasing. Releasing, releasing, releasing. Releasing, releasing, releasing. Okay. Good job. Good job. just like to share a reflection that came up as a Reiki master teacher, as a healer, healing practitioner, someone who is honestly a mystic. I'm probably a mystic. Simply to say, it's okay. Don't put pressure on yourself and think that that's progress. It's not. The true gift you get from life is the ability to have movement, but actually do what you love to do, to the point where there's just this drive in you that keeps working towards whatever it is that you want to do, simply because you know you're supposed to do it. It's not about forcing yourself. It's not about doing what you think is realistic. It's about chasing your dreams. Because dreams are just little pieces of our souls that seep out of us into reality. Just a reflection. And I see so many people who are nervous and afraid and scared of the wrong things. They think they're scared of things going wrong, but they're really scared of things going right. And what that means: no more hiding, no more life as you know it. It can be scary to move on, but if you do feel as though you have a dream, if you don't move, you're gonna get kicked in the direction of movement. Or sometimes life just moves on without you. So keep moving, it's okay. Believe me, everything, for the most part, gets better the more aware you are of yourself, of your energy. So now let's go down to the sacral. Let's water this garden of life here. Breathing in and out. Refusing to let go of that burning desire you have inside of you to bring that thing into life. So now that you're here, you gotta make it happen. So just to make sure the sacral is okay and connected to everything. Okay, how are you feeling? It's feeling good to me. It's feeling really good. Trust yourself. Trust that the path is in front of you. Trust that you don't have to know every answer for it to work out. Trust yourself. Going down now to the root, opening this up, clearing this out. How are you feeling? Okay. You are safe, you are loved, you are protected on multiple levels. It's going to be alright. Probably better than alright. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Well, anyway, let me just smooth over your aura. Okay? And seal you with the sign of the infinity and say, if no one has said it, sweetness, I love you. But who cares that I love you? The only thing that matters is that you love you. Okay? That is the only thing that matters. Don't think that yet. I should just start saying jet. It's your wealth that is so important. And being able to let go of baggage that's no longer serving you. Let go of karma you no longer connect with. So I'm just going to take this petrified wood, just place it over your energy, just left and right, left and right, left and right. Okay, just moving that through. And sweetness, if you're feeling any pain, just breathe it out. Release it to the universe. Let there be light in it. Let the light shine as it is released. Don't hold it in. Let it go. And if tears may fall, let them show. We have tears for many reasons. Gratitude, sadness, being exhausted, being relieved. Water itself is so nurturing and so cleansing. But sometimes it's like it's easy to focus on the water that is outside of us rather than the water that is inside of us. We're actually mostly made of water. And how cleansing that is. That's why some people are attracted to you. Even if you feel like you can feel broken or something like that, people will still be attracted to you because they see the cleansing in your water, maybe even more than you can see it. And sometimes people don't want you to see how cleansing you are because they want to use your healing energy. They could care less if you're using it for yourself. So, let each drop be a reminder from the universe how beautiful you are, how peaceful you are, how much potential you have, how smart, how brilliant, how wise. Let each drop, sweetness, be a kiss from the universe onto your eyes, rolling down and nourishing everything that needs hydration. Let every drop be that. Let every drop be that. Let every drop be that. And if they might fall on your hands, let it nourish what you create. Let your tears nourish what you bring into life. Let the energy flow in each direction. So, what I'm doing right now is similar to using a pendulum. We're allowing the energy of water and the potential in every drop to interact with our energetic field, or to set an intention within us to regulate things in the way that they need to be regulated. It is often these types of examples that show us that there's so much potential, even in small packages. That tears are one of the greatest gifts that the universe has to give us. That no matter how you're feeling right now, you've been feeling or ever felt, that there's light in everything that you've ever experienced. That even in the darkest times, there was light somewhere. Even if it was one of those scenarios in which your body simply was trying to find any light it could find situation was not a good one, but yet your body never gave up on you and used your tears to nourish any drought that you felt. If you could not be cleansed externally, that your energy still be cleansed. So I'm just gonna place some water. Okay. And just place it right there on the third eye. Okay. And just, I'm going to give you some too, okay? Okay. You gotta catch it, okay? Good job. And breathe that in. We are going to be looking through pain and understanding that at times, not all the time, we gotta get this right, but at times pain can be purposeful. Not in a self-loathing kind of way or like a self-punishment, but just to understand that sometimes in life things are uncomfortable and that it is important to be able to build up the tolerance to discomfort so that you don't self-medicate in different ways, whether that be through substance, that can be through food, it can be through your interactions with others, it can be through little habits that a person could have, right? So let's just take this moment and work through some of the energy. So this is going to be a balancing session as well, but just to take a moment to let you know that everything is going to be okay. Everything is on track, you know. You're on course. It's good. So if you're new to the community, welcome babies to your nightly self-care routine. And if you are returning, welcome back. Mama loves you. If you need extra support, we have our very inclusive, supportive, mystical self-care community on Patreon. Go over there and have a good time. If you would like to raise your energetic vibrations, head on over to our gratitude community. And if you're looking to become an energy healing practitioner, specifically a Reiki master teacher, you can sign up for the certifications in the link in the description. Let's go ahead and get started. So we start our session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It is just a prayer to bring us together as a community, as a collective, as we are all going through our individual healing experiences. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay, babies. So, sweetness, may I touch you? Sounds like a plan. Just placing my hand here on the third eye. Breathe in. Exhale. Release. Let go. Continue to repeat this, taking time in this moment. Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, yourself from it. What is it trying to tell you in this life? What wisdom is trying to come across? What are you repeating over and over again, baby? It's always something that we just like, we passed it, and then we just want to keep on doing it over and over again. What do you need to let go? What part of you is growing and has outgrown a situation, circumstance, environment? Just see it. Now start to see the different examples, not feel. I'm not saying to feel, I'm saying to see the different examples of the times that this pain has come up into your life. Run the whole scenario, almost like you're reading a good drama, because baby, if it's pain, it's gonna be with the drama. So look over that and see, and start to bridge these commonalities together. What have you been learning through these different occurrences? And what do they tell you? What does it tell you about yourself? About who you are and who you're supposed to be in this life? And what about this reminds you of a karmic past? Sometimes you're trying to carry and keep things balanced that needs to be let go or just needs to fall apart. Sweetheart, find a space to just let it fall apart and save yourself. So we're all putting our own masks on. We're all putting our own parachute on. And we just jumping out this bitch and we're just going to save ourselves. Don't feel bad. Who cares if someone else tries to make you feel bad? You know, you want to live in an environment where you're taking care of yourself and you're surrounding yourself by others who take care of themselves. So when you come together, the boundaries are healthy. When you surround yourself in an environment where people are not taking care of themselves and they are looking to you to do it, and they see you as the solution, that's a lot of weight to carry on your shoulders. And on top of it, if you truly want to see them better, you'll let them figure it out on their own. So regardless of what this pain is, regardless of what you feel like, you know, your role is in it, begin to let go of the need to be in it. Just take the ball situations and circumstances in your life that no longer serve you. There's going to be some time with just you, yourself, and you. You, yourself, and yours. And that is worth it. It's going to come with a lot of peace. Like literally, like straight up peace of mind. And that's okay. It's new. Don't measure it by what others think you should do or what you think society wants you to do or your perception of what you think others think you should do. Just live and model to yourself what this authentic love looks like with yourself first, okay? And show yourself that through the pain, you've learned something truly deep, that your soul has shifted and changed its vibrational frequency to something else in a different direction. So I'm just gonna work with the aura and just move the energy along. It's like nothing to see here. Come on. And I'm not gonna push you into an uncomfortable area. I'm just gonna push you in the direction of your own true self-love. And also use this moment to take inventory of all of those people in your life that love you in a healthy way. They should be celebrated too. See what true support feels like. That love isn't this addictive thing with the highs and the lows. That it's simply patient. It simply takes its time. It's not going to go anywhere. It's going to be there for you. Breathing into this space. Now, when you pulled out that pain, it leaves space, and your body is in a routine. So, in order to prevent yourself from just going back to the same vibration, cord cutting. So, we're going to be removing anything that is getting in the way and needs to be removed from you during this time, during this energy. If there's anything that has been building up, any excess, we are going to remove it. So if you're new to the community, welcome, babies. This is your nightly self-care routine, a place to just hold special and sacred for yourself, for taking care of yourself, for loving yourself, or for getting anything you need to get accomplished during this time, or just falling asleep. That's cool too. Okay. And for all my new babies, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for all my returning babies, welcome back. Mama loves you. Okay. So I'm just going to just see where you're at from an energetic perspective, to see where we should perhaps start. I think the most important thing right now would be to begin by cutting the cords of people that are energy vampires for you. Because I get this need to retreat, this feeling of the hermit, to recluse. So I'm just going to separate their need to suck from you, okay? And just remove that. You do not have to live up to their expectations. You do not have to feed them. You do not have to let them drain you. Okay, that's first and foremost. Now, let's just get into little pieces of the energy that needs to be let go. Sometimes we got too much of a good thing. That's a thing too. Where you have so much energy built up and you don't know how to let it go. So then anything that's taking up too much space. I'm just going to go in and do some cleansing, okay? Just cleansing here. Good job. Okay. Now inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. I know a lot came up, so this is cinnamon, and I start off with a fresh piece of cinnamon every year to work through the experience. And so just cleansing this out for the cinnamon. Just cleansing the cinnamon out. Cinnamon can be very grounding, can be very helpful with anxiety. It can be very helpful with anything that just causes us to not feel like we have a firm hold on our life. Okay? And it's spicy too, you know, who don't like no cinnamon. Okay, I'm gonna do just a little bit more and then we're gonna go back in and continue the work. Good job. So perhaps doing some Reiki symbols as well. Okay, good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Great, 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 great. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Lovely, 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 lovely. And I just want you to take your time to enjoy this, okay? So just go as slow as possible. Just breathing in the cinnamon. Do you see how steady it is? It just keeps glowing, keeps burning, remains steady in its energy. Just breathing in this magic of cinnamon and resting here, resting here, resting here, resting here. Resting here. Couple more moments. Final moment. Okay, so just going to activate certain parts. Good job. Couple more breaths. Final breath. Okay, exhale. Good job. Just place it over there. And so for anything that may have shown up now, I'm going to go back in and just do the work of releasing any newness, anything that might have been deep inside of you that you needed to let go, anything that you forgot about. Now I forgot that that was just sitting there hanging out, you know. Release and let that go. Release and let that go. Surrender to yourself and let that go. Okay. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Beautiful, beautiful, working with your energy and just want it to be very relaxed. Very relaxed, very relaxed, very relaxed. Very relaxed. Move, breathe in and out, 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 and just take that, take that, take that, take that, remove that, moving it on to its next karmic experience, releasing it from you. You no longer have to deal with that, allowing it to be let go, let go, let go. Removing this, removing this, removing this, removing this, removing this from your energy. So I'm just going to take a couple moments of taking it out, taking it out, taking it out. Okay. Good job, sweetness. Good job, sweetness. Good job, sweetness. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And breathe in and out here. Relax. Now we're just gonna do one little piece at a time, okay? Because we got a lot out. We let a lot go. Good job. 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 Good job, good job, good job. And relax into this. So let's just move through this energy. I'm just going to calm you here. Just going to calm you here. You got this. It's okay. Even when you feel like you don't have it, you do. Feelings and reality, they're two different things. Feelings are beautiful. They can motivate us. We can use them to propel us in different directions. Okay? But the actual feeling itself is just that. Just because you have a feeling, it doesn't make it true. Now, a feeling is different than an intuition. It's very different. A feeling changes very rapidly. An intuition is a sense of knowing that is separate from the feelings itself. It just is. You just know it to be what it is. But the feeling can feel on Monday this way, on Tuesday that way, on Wednesday that way. That's how you can work through telling the difference. So in your life, I want you to practice on ciphering between what is your feeling and what is just good intuition. And you practice this by thinking about it in the moment and watching the outcome. Am I not doing something out of fear or because this isn't what I need to do? Because a lot of time you might have the urge to do something and you have a sense of just saying, no, shouldn't do that. Or you might have the urge to not do something and you have a sense of like, no, I'm going to do this. But other times it might be feeling space. You got to do something, but you're afraid to do it. That's a feeling space. That's not intuition. Or the opposite of that can be true too. So learning how to tell the difference, learning how to work with the energy missing. No, everything is found within you. And you have to validate that for yourself each and every day. Don't wait until someone validates that for you, because you're going to have an existential crisis once they stop. Or maybe just a regular life crisis. And you also don't need to constantly validate others. Let them do it themselves. Only share when you feel genuine in sharing, okay? Don't feel like you have to please people at all times. That is unnecessary. It's okay. They can do it on their own. And just relax into this. Okay, so keep breathing here and just finding space in who you are, trusting in who you are, breathing into who you are, relaxing into who you are, and just holding the space for yourself. You got this. You're doing a great job. And things are in your control, even if it doesn't feel that way. It is. Embrace that. Embrace that sense within you. Embrace that. Embrace that sense of knowing, that sense of understanding, that sense of clarity. Embrace that. Embrace that. Embrace that. Embrace that. Good job. Well, family, you did a fantastic job today. Okay. So, we start a session off with a prayer. It's not a religious prayer. It is just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, do I have you, permission to say a prayer? Okay. May I touch you? Dear universe, in all for the highest vibration of good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information for our highest good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am Ashe. 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 Okay. So, let's get into this confidence. This feeling of confidence. In removing anything that makes it difficult for you to be in that state of mind. You know, confidence can be quiet. I remember when I was younger, I used to think people who were like loud and big energy, big personality, very extroverted, those were confident people. And then I started to realize that some of those people were not confident at all. They were very insecure, and a reason why they had to do that was they were kind of putting on this show. And then I started to realize, oh wow, look at all of these other confident people who are quiet. You know, they didn't feel like they had to create such a big show, but the things that they said they were going to do, they went and did. You know, the way they felt about themselves, they were very kind of balanced. And as I get older, I realize like, oh, that's a wonderful quality to have. Confidence doesn't always have to be so loud. Confidence can take its time. Confidence can take its time. I think actually that's the cool thing about quiet confidence, because you will be working on something or building something that takes a lot, takes a lot of mindset, energy, belief in yourself. But when you're loud, people are already judging it before it's done. But when you're quiet, you can get it done. And this is what I realized. When I went to college, there was a few people who are like, oh, college is not that big deal. It's a big deal for me because I'm a first generation college student. So it was big to me, but I had a few people who are like, college is not that, big of a deal. So I didn't tell them about the application process. I didn't tell them about, the process of getting to school. I didn't tell were super duper excited for me to graduate, wanted to be a part of that. But in the earlier part of the process, I knew that I couldn't be as loud about the things I wanted to do. I say that all the time. You cannot share what you're doing with everybody. You really can't. Sometimes you just gotta believe that within yourself. Sometimes you just gotta believe that within yourself, if it exists, it can happen. Especially when you want to do something really, really big, I used to really want to be surrounded by people. Like if there was a certain level I wanted to go to or something I wanted to get into, I wanted to find those people and be surrounded by those people to help me get there. And then I started to realize that, my own unique goals and unique dreams, it's going to be hard to find somebody in those spaces every time. So what I realized I had to do was just to take a step back and allow myself, to believe if it's in my heart, I can do it. I think my biggest struggle is patience, because put it in the comment section if you feel the same way. As you age and as you go through life, your goals are bigger and they take longer. They take like years, So I operated for such a long time with goals that took months, that as I'm transitioning to goals taking years, and I mean like years, like decades, it's establishing a new form of patience that I don't think I had before. But I can see the benefit long term of like sticking to and holding to it. But I'm one of those people where, like, when tough things happen to me, traumatic things happen to me, I can get over that. When unforeseen things happen to me, I can get over that. But when things are boring and stagnant, oh my gosh, I feel like it's horrible. When things are just like a flat line, I'll be like, that's actually more excruciating to me than like ups and downs. The flat line is like, but I realized that flat line, like, my mind is shifting. That flat line it gives consistency in a world that is very inconsistent. And I always wanted to, whenever I have a goal, I want it to be, of course, exponential. But I don't think there's anything wrong with, like, being at a certain level and just having that consistency, But I think that that's my own personal growth and my own personal patience to be able to take my time. But when it comes to the confident aspect, I give myself all the time in the world. And I separated myself from people who put time limits on me. You gotta do this by this time, or you can't like this. Fuck you mean I can't like what I like? I don't care if I'm knee deep in this and then I make the decision that, I want to go pivot to something else. I realize that sometimes when I really like something, it is actually guiding me somewhere else. And then sometimes I circle the block and I'm able to enjoy some of the goals I had from that previous thing. I'm just saying, if you take anything from what I'm saying, take this. It is your life. You can do whatever you want with it, and you should want whatever you want. What is it? What's your dream? What's your goal? What's something that would make you so happy, or just like, oh, you feel it in your heart? And I'm one of those people where I try to question based off of, your goals and your expectations at that time. And now I'm very simple. I'm like, I just want to do something that's meaningful and that's helpful to others. I feel like my time is really precious. I used to be one of those people that I filled up my day. Like, I've always been big into planners, so, depending on when I would wake up between 6 and 9, at this time I'm going to do this, at that time I'm going to do that, at this time I'm going to do that. And I would just, use up every ounce of energy I had. And now I look at it from the perspective of life is worth it, enjoying, savoring. There's experiences that I can't plan into my day, that they just have to happen on their own. And I think learning how to confidently say no to things is really what has been very helpful to me at this point, in this place in my life. There are a lot of people, in order for me to get to this space of peace, that I had to say no to. And it was very uncomfortable and very hurtful at the time. It's great now because I'm like, rear view mirror. But at the time it was tough. It's tough to go up against, like, depending on where you're at in your journey, it's tough to go up against people. I remember being in a working environment and I had to say no. And it felt wrong to say no. But I was not being treated the way I needed to be treated. So I said no. And it ended up working out fabulously. But in that moment it was tough. I remember growing up, I had to say no. I had to say no in family life. You're not gonna talk to me crazy. I don't care. You're not gonna talk to me crazy. And setting those boundaries and things like that changed the trajectory of how I interact with my family today. I have the bestest family in the world now. But when I was younger, it was much more difficult. And even in romance and even in love, for me, when it comes to partners, having to say, like, no, I don't have to hold you down through everything. Loyalty, y'all saw I made that video, don't be loyal. Loyalty is not everything. If it steals your peace, you do not get to be in my life. Same for on the other side. If I'm stealing somebody's peace, I don't get to be in their life. And also friends, where we all want to be a part of community, collective, from like the, your little clique all the way up to groups. But I realized that it is okay to grow apart from friends. I think that I tried to, as an adult, because it's hard to make friends as an adult. When you're younger, you're kind of in scenarios in which you have to be meeting new people. But when you become an adult, you kind of limit that. And also sometimes people be doing the most. You just need your me time, But I also, like, am a big person who is into hobbies. So I try to meet new people and develop new friendships over like-minded things, because if you keep the same friends forever, I'm telling you, if you keep the same friends forever, y'all will start growing in different directions and different interests. And there is only a select few of those friends that y'all can completely like different things, but y'all are just connected. And I literally can count them in my life on one hand. But for everybody else, I feel like you get to meet new people as you pursue what your interests are and what you like. And now I feel like the confidence to be able to say, when I wake up today, I want to do whatever I want to. That's the life I live. Literally, it is the life I live. When I wake up, I say, what am I going to do today? And the only obligation I have is to, like, hang out with y'all. But past that, I just like what I want to do today. And I think deconstructing my mind to get out of the expectation of always got to be working at every second of the day, I get to enjoy life. It's new, and I started to realize that it's like, oh, I gotta enjoy, because what if this doesn't last for long? And then I started to realize that the reason why it wouldn't last is because I would revert back to a mentality, and essentially self-sabotage. No, any kind of binds that you're in, any kind of just, you feel like your life is not moving in the direction that you want it to move, you are in full control of shifting and making changes. There are options that you don't even know yet that will free you, that will take you to the next level. I couldn't have ever guessed that for me it would be in this kind of way, that it would be like, having these much, and I just let it go and just, went through the motions of all the things. But I had to have the confidence, and to this day I realized that, wow, I cannot believe I worked in jobs where they paid me the bare minimum to do all this work. I can't believe I really valued myself based off of this and that. Even at least self-care routine. So let me break it down. What you do, just add some ginger, so I'm like, anyway. So you can participate in the healing, you can fall asleep, or you can set this time aside to take care of yourself and let the video play in the background. Thanks. Thanks, boo. And we work on different things, but overall, just work through life, and we work through these macro, micro things. We work through spiritual, mindset, emotional, but I can't even really put mystical, esoteric, I can't even put a label on it, because whatever you need from the healing, you can get from it. And there's power in community and collective, and we don't have one way that we all think. I tell y'all all the time, that's y'all business what y'all think. Whatever you want to follow or practice, that's your business. I'm just here to facilitate a community space and to come together as a collective. That's it. So take what you need and leave what you don't. So if you are new to the community, welcome, 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 babies. This is your nightly self-care routine. If you're retiring babies, welcome back. Mama loves you. Okay, so we start our session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It's just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, to have your permission to say a prayer. Okay, may I touch you? Okay, inhale, exhale. Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information for our highest good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Okay, so let's just start by kind of getting this energy going and flowing with you. Okay, breathing in and out here. Before I really break it down, I can break it down. Just to breathe through this. And what I want you to start noticing is that there's this energy that's flowing within you. It's the energy that has always been around, alive, moving infinitely within you, around you, for your highest vibrational good. It's always been there. Always, always, always been there. And that energy is found deep within you. At any moment or any experience in your life, that energy has always been there, accessible to you. Do you? Do you? And that energy is your power. No, that energy is your power. It's your power. And I have been talking about this co-creation, co-creating the life you want. But in order to co-create, you have to accept that you have the power to change your situation, your circumstance. You have to accept that, no matter whatever that is, wherever in life you're at. If you want to co-create, you have to accept the powers within you. So you can't blame anybody else. You can't say it's because of this or that. The only thing that you can simply say in this moment is, I have the power to make the change. You gonna work through the stuff. I call those micro lessons, you gonna work through, the things that maybe have caused you distress or pain or trauma or something like that. But the macro picture is the power is within you. So if that power is within you, inside. It's actually really interesting. When we look at mediums, clairvoyance, psychics, so when someone is a medium, they can communicate with those who have passed on. If somebody is psychic or clairvoyant, that's more of like saying they have the knowledge of something that they shouldn't know. There should be no reason why they should have access to this knowledge, but they do. And the really interesting thing about it is that when someone goes to, let's say, a psychic, we're not even talking about a medium, we're just saying a psychic. Say that someone goes to a psychic or even an intuitive. When I have clients that come to me for readings and they want to know, what should I do next? And they say, because I don't know what to do next. And the goal of what they think is that, okay, especially when I do tarot, I'm gonna pull these cards out and it's gonna tell you what to do next. But here's the thing. When you have something that's already in motion, we can sense, or somebody who is working in that space can sense what is going to happen next, because you already have it in motion. Even if you're stuck in a cycle, there's a sense of being able to see that. But if you're starting a new chapter, if you're ending something old, you haven't created yet what the next thing will be. So you can get a reading that says, well, honestly, this is how it will probably turn out unless you make a change. So nothing is ever really finite. But if you made a decision, this is what I'm going to go do this, and then you got a reading, it would probably show up like, okay, this is what is in the future for you because you have made this decision. So it's not like life is this really big, mysterious thing that you are just trying to find the clues and figure out this puzzle. Challenges can be like that, little micro lessons can be like that, but life is actually quite simple. You tell the universe what you want and you go out there and do it. It's really that simple. It is the process of getting there that rightfully so is challenging, and that's why people kind of get stuck or confused or something like that. But no, tell the universe what you want and then go out there and do it. That's really it. But in order for you to feel and trust yourself that you can accomplish something that is further out than you have experienced, you have to trust the power within you. You have to trust that no matter where you go and where you're at in life, that you can figure it out. And sometimes we look outside of ourselves, and there's nothing wrong with having mentorship, community, or, having a connection with others to help you through that. At the end of the day, any definite answers are always found within you. That energy is within you. So let's amplify your power. Or honestly, let's just remove any of these barriers you're making for your power. Tear down those boundaries that you have with yourself. It's so amazing. People will have 10,000 boundaries with themselves and then be boundaryless with others. Makes no sense. But it's okay. It's normal. It happens. So we're taking the boundaries down with ourselves. And if you need boundaries with other people, go ahead and put them up. That's fine. But with yourself, you need to have a more intimate relationship with yourself. You need to have a more trusting relationship with yourself. It is a partnership. You and the universe, or whatever you believe in, are working for the life that you want. It is the most beautiful partnership that you could ever have. But if you want to be a good partner, you have to show up. It is not fair to the universe if you do not recognize your power and show up. Show up for yourself. Show up into the space. You got this. So let's work through accessible, it becomes more cost effective, and more people can be healed with lower side effects. So I'm looking specifically at the cassia cinnamon right now, because baby, ginger, that was fun. Ginger was real fun. Okay. So, again, with this power, if you in this moment feel like, oh, I'm feeling in my power, if you want to maintain this power, watch the video again when you need to watch it, or you can work on yourself. What the feelings that came up, the changes, the shifts in energy when you're tomorrow or the next day or, an hour later, if you want to pull that back in, just practice that feeling again. And if you want to continue to work on a higher level, then you connect the right foods to you. So making sure that you're eating the right foods for you. So yes, we know that highly processed foods and foods that are high in sugar can be tough, but also we have individual differences too. So sometimes people metabolize certain foods better than others. So if you notice that certain foods, even if it's a healthy food, is giving you tummy issues, then you'll pay attention to, okay, well, what foods should I be eating for that? Really take this all in, and the people around you, the mindsets as well. If you're around people who are always complaining, who feel like they can't do anything, that don't really want to go after what they want, but just want to stay where they're at, then you got to cleanse yourself from that too. And that includes if you're a part of that too. And even your own self-talk, if you find yourself talking down to yourself, as I said, what did I say before? You gotta smush that old, you gotta accept it. Okay, that's how you feel. I don't care how uncomfortable it is. I'm walking this direction because this is where I really want to go. That's all a part of the comment section to share your dreams, whether that is the dreams you have when you sleep or your big dreams where you want to see your life go. So if you're new to the community, welcome, babies. This is your nightly self-care routine. And if you're returning, love you, babies. Mama loves you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. If you would like more and you would like more support, you can join our inclusive community on Patreon. As well as if you are becoming an energy healing practitioner, I have certifications that you can enroll into. All information in the description box. And also, last but certainly not least, if you're feeling down or if you're feeling good and you want to share that feeling or you want to lift your vibrational frequency, that is how you manifest, that is how you change the frequency of your life, then head on over to our Discord, the gratitude community, to share in that gratitude. It is a beautiful place to share those higher vibrational frequencies, okay? So we start our session off with a prayer. Babies, it is not a religious prayer. It is a prayer just to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay. May I touch you? Okay, sweetness. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Stay in this moment with me, okay? And just relax. Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what needs to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe. 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 Okay, sweetness. So let me just go through your energy here. And I just want to get a sense of how you feel. And we're working through dreams. And to be honest with you, to have new dreams for the bigger life that you have in comparison to the smaller life you are leaving, you have to ask yourself the hard questions, like, am I ready to let go of the past? Am I ready to amplify yes. Just because you're ready doesn't mean it feels ready, but you are ready. And step number 1 is releasing those rose-colored glasses of the past. You know what that means? That reference of the rose-colored glasses. It means, in hindsight, or how we look at the past, we distort it based off of how we're perceiving the present. Meaning, you could have been in a difficult situation, but in your present situation, you're being asked to rise to more responsibilities or to take on more. So you start to think the past was better than what it actually was. And that's not true at all. Your present is better, but it requires you to be bigger, more expansive, to take up more space, to be seen and to be heard. And that can be scary within itself. So start to breathe here, connecting in with your life force energy and bringing in this positive, rejuvenating energy. And exhale and releasing everything that needs to be let go, everything that allows you to grow, everything that you need to make peace with, and everything that allows you to see clearer. Just see it clearer, okay, babies? Just see it clearer, babies. You got this. Now, we worked on this a couple days ago, and that's placing this mirror in front of you, giving you an opportunity to see yourself for who you really are, to see your soul, to see the true beauty that you vibrate at and that you share with the world and the collective. And it can be intimidating and a little bit scary to see how great you are, because sometimes it makes us think of the times in the past we shrunk because we were too intimidated of our own greatness. No worries though. That's just a part of the learning of life. And when you're ready, you rise to the occasion and you see yourself for who you are. And the truth is, there's not a perfect way of doing anything, to be honest with you. There's not some unspoken set rules that everybody knows except for you. No, we're all just making it up as we go. And those who are confident enough to trust their intuitive calling or just the feeling in their heart, no matter if they feel uncomfortable or if they feel like they have to grow into a bigger responsibility, those are the people that, when we look back, it seems like, oh, you knew the whole time. No, they didn't know. They just trusted. So this is typically the time where someone might have faith. If you have a spiritual, religious lineage, something that you feel connected to, a higher something, you can utilize faith. But it is not a requirement to believe a certain thing, to have that understanding. Really what it is just surrendering and understanding that the power you have within you is destined to come out. And you gotta stop fighting that power from coming out. Because sometimes when you're seen, it also makes you exposed, you know. Someone might say this, someone might say that, or maybe you want to do something and you just feel like, oh, it's not ready yet, it's not ready yet, it's not ready yet. Baby, if you're being called to it, it is ready. And take your time. People love to see your progress and your growth. All of those out there, if you're looking to start your own communities, if you're looking to start this new business, if you're looking to start this new career or new passion project, it's right there for you to do. Nothing is preventing you. You will always find a way to make it happen. And you can't hide anymore from who you are. So exhale. Let's remove the doubt. Let's take away the delusion of the past being better. You know it wasn't. You know this is your best time ever. And we're just gonna take it away, piece by piece, bit by bit. And I want you to breathe in and out here. Just the gesture of being able to release what no longer serves you and accept who you are. And as I'm working through this energetically, what I will say to you is, on the inside, I want you to say, I accept myself fully, and my dreams deserve to be lived. I accept myself fully, and my dreams deserve to be lived. I accept myself fully, and my dreams deserve to be lived. I accept myself fully, and my dreams deserve to be lived. I accept myself fully, and my dreams deserve to be lived. I accept myself fully, and my dreams deserve to be lived. I accept myself fully, and my dreams deserve to be lived. I accept myself fully, and my dreams deserve to be lived. I accept myself fully, and my dreams deserve to be lived. Now just breathe that in and out, and surrender to your power, to your purpose, to the beautiful gift that you have to share with us. We're so excited to see it grow and blossom. We're so excited to watch your journey and your higher vibrational frequency come into fruition. We're so excited to see your transformation, to see you strive for something better, for you to be patient, and when you stumble, we're excited to see you get back up. We're excited to see all of these things. You just have to show up. You don't even need a blueprint. All you have to do is wake up and live that calling that is pulling you forward in the direction of where you need to go. So if you need to rearrange your life to better suit this calling, this feeling, do so. If you need to change your priorities in order to suit this calling or this feeling, then do so. What are you destined to do? What are you destined to do? Who are you really when you release the baggage of the past? Who are you really when you release the baggage of the past? And honestly and truly, what frees you? What frees you? So just take a couple moments, and I'm just going to comb the aura a little bit. And this is just a technique leave it alone for a month, for a year, you'll see the growth, even though the changes were very, very tiny. And that's what we want to focus on, that we're constantly shifting just a little bit each and every day towards the direction that is truly our purpose. That we surrender to the wisdom of our highest self, to the messages that are all around us. The universe is constantly communicating with you, telling you what direction to go in and what to do. And you feel it in your heart and your soul. And listen to that first, before logic, before rules, before other people's expectations. Listen to why you incarnated into this experience and flow in that direction. Make and find peace within yourself, as who you are was needed for us. That you are a part of the raising of the collective consciousness, and that we are all one network. That as we all take individual responsibility for our own lives and our own energetic frequency, that we unconsciously impact others. That when you shine bright and your light shines very, very full and bold, that you teach, show, and encourage others how to do that too without doing anything. That is the true beauty of following your purpose. That is the true beauty of your path. How lucky are you that you were born to be exactly who you are? How lucky are you that what you want in your heart is perfect for your plan? Figure it out. You'll get there. So I'm just going to do a slight bit of recalibrating so that if you hit any roadblocks, you'll be able to troubleshoot and you'll be all good, okay? We want you to be able to just see it as, okay, well, I'll figure it out, instead of, oh gosh, oh, I can't do it. You can. There's always another option. There's probably 15, 16 other options. Don't you ever give up on yourself. You feel me? Don't ever give up on yourself, babies. You've got this. You've got this energy within you that will be your saving grace. You are your own hero, shero, theyro. You are all of that. You are your own icon, your own mentor. You are your greatest accomplishment, and you will be your greatest masterpiece. So connect in with that energy. So I'm just gonna go into a little bit more combing, and again, this is just to relax you, to release, to remove, to be in the moment, to surrender, to release, to remove, to be in the moment, to surrender, to release, to remove, to be in the moment, to surrender. How beautiful, how beautiful, how beautiful it is to unapologetically be yourself, babies. You've got it, okay? You've got it. Well, family, I'm going to smooth over your aura, clearing you out, and seal you with the sign of the infinity, and say, if no one has said this, wash your hands for at least 30 seconds. Don't touch your face. Wear a mask in public, and be sweet to yourself, babies. If you need extra support, we have a community on Patreon. It's only $3.33 a month. And we have a lot of live as well as scheduled sessions such deep stuff. And I think a part of the healing process is finding a lightness in things sometimes when you're so deep into something that everything just feels like it's weighing you down. But when we take this weight off, sometimes we look at life and we're like, this shit was funny, okay? Like how this all played out, you know? So, as we start our session, we start off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It is a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay. May I touch you? Okay, go. So take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Just placing this right on your forehead. Just like a little kiss on the forehead. So breathe in and out. Okay. You ready? Okay. Dear universe, and offer the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Okay. So I'm just gonna start by just relaxing you a little bit here. And so these hand positions are called Metatron hand positions. And so usually you'll see me in sessions just going back and forth, and that in general is just to relax you. But there's particular things that I will do that are Metatron hand healing positions. And so the plucking, the poking, the chopping, and the movement, they're just different hand position options that if you are an energy healing practitioner or you're practicing on yourself, you can definitely utilize those to clear out the energy, as well as, you know, there's infinite tools that we use in our tool belt. So for all my Reiki practitioners, energy healing practitioners who are either a part of the certification or a part of the Patreon community, you know, these are a part of the many things that we're always talking about. Shout out to those. If you want to learn more, look at the description box, okay? Shameless plug. You know, we have a good time here. So just breathing through here. And so just going to start to move this energy through. And let's go ahead. Inhale. Exhale as I lift and let go. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale as I lift and let go. Final breath. Inhale. Exhale as I lift and let go. Good job. Good job, Glen Coco. And none for Gretchen Wieners. Just breathe in here and just moving through this energy. So occasionally I'll do readings of the collective energy, or if there's any insights that come up. You know me, baby, I'm gonna be chit-chatting, you know. But I mostly use the time to just help create a space of comfort, you know. Help create a space of just relaxation and just allow you to be kind and compassionate towards yourself. That's the only thing we can really do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's just to move this energy through. And then, of course, you know, I keep it real from time to time, as I am. So just breathe in and out. So just going to let go of any karmic patterns or karmic debts that you may have been holding on to in this experience or previous experiences. And as you all know, if you're new to the community, I am not going to tell you what to believe in, okay? I don't like culty things. I'm like, you know, I'm all about the individual. You figure out your own shit. I will say this, I'm not going to tell you what to believe in, but I will facilitate a space, a collective space, a space see. And you demonstrate to others the type of love that you truly want. And you have healthy boundaries, which are very important. And it looks all kinds of ways on the outside. Some people might not like it. Some people might be so proud of you. Sometimes you feel like you're falling off, and then someone will tell you, hey, you're actually like really inspirational. And you're like, okay, because of the way that you're handling something, even though it's hard for you, you're doing what you're feeling and see what's going on. And first of all, it's creating a warmth, you know. And to me, that's a signal of like the beginning of something, like an initiation. You're starting something, or like a revving up, a momentum. So depending on what area of your life you've been trying to rev up, it's definitely starting, and you can feel it already. This is not new information to you. This is something that you know, and you're like, okay, yes, surrendering to that part. So just breathing in here and going through this movement and this motion and relaxing into you, into this space, into the grace of your heart, into the patterns that you live. Breathe. Just breathe into each and every moment here and relax into who you are. So let me just make some more space right here. And what we're doing is we're making space for you, for yourself to occupy more. When you go through relationships, at the end of the day, the most important thing you do is to trust your gut, trust your instinct. There's always opportunities to grow, and you know, we learn a lot by rightfully so finding compromise in spaces of a collective, of, you know, partnership and things like that. But more than anything, you never want to betray yourself in love. You never want to let go of the love that you have for yourself. At the first and the top, you should unconditionally love yourself, and then everybody else follows underneath. Do not put someone else above you. And you'll know by the fact that you just won't accept certain things, even though you know people aren't like bad. Everybody's, you know, doing their own kind of thing. But if it's not going to work out, it's not going to work out, and you make peace with that. But at the end of the day, you have to 100% make it work out with yourself. You have to 100% show up for yourself. You have to 100% be loving towards yourself. And that's on period, baby. Sweetheart, that is on. You know what I'm saying? So take a couple more breaths here,